This time on Woody's garage. Those things look smelly.
Well, what did we pick up today? Well, there's an ad on Craigslist for a generator. Hadn't been running 2 years, it said. But he used it 2 years ago and it worked fine. Left the gas in it, of course. Was in a really stinky, moldy basement. We dragged it out. We'll see what happens with that. He said, hey, I got a snowblower too. I'm moving to Florida. You want that? And it looks just like my other one. And it looks in pretty good shape. Also, cosmetically crappy looking. But it, everything's there. I'm gonna put some air in the tires so that we can get it off the truck. And I think we'll take a look at this one first, because this is gonna probably be involved. I've never really worked on a generator before, except for my little tiny Harbor Freight tailgater that I found in the trash. It's pretty much good for nothing. This is 2400 watts, which I guess is small compared to today's machines. Looks like, I'm not going to pretend I know what I'm talking about, I'm just pointing things out. 12 volt DC, it's kind of neat. Look at the weird plug. Push to reset, so it's got some kind of circuit breaker. Engine run. Engine, that doesn't want to push. Stop. It's got a beauty. 5 horsepower Briggs. I pulled the recoil, it does pull over. It's got one of these carburetors that I've worked on 5, kind of dark, but updraft. It's probably a mess. And well, look at the muffler. Made to be quiet, I guess. And generators on this side. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, we got a prize. Batting glove or something. Mechanic's glove. Yeah, like I said. I don't know. You can't really see in there. I can't really see in there either. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, it's much worse. Looks like a shut-off valve there. Was it shut off? Can't tell, it's frozen. Might be a good way to drain the gas out of it though. It had a fuel filter in it too, which is kind of nice. Might save me the hassle of cleaning that. Of course I'm going to have to clean it. The air filter, not familiar with this type. And it's loose as a goose, although I've heard sometimes they don't even put air filters on them like snow blowers because they don't work in really dusty environments. I'll show you when I get it off. Well, to my surprise, it has a filter, which I would rather it have. And run choke. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to move. These updraft carburetors are always a mystery to me. Looks like the top, like this is access to the spark plug, if that's supposed to be a spark plug. Yeah, that's really stiff. And used to be a gas gauge at one time. Yeah, we'll read over this stuff just in case I'm, don't want to blow anything out or whatever. But of course we want to hear it run like almost immediately. Let's see if there's any oil in it. Yeah, not that bad. Still feels like oil. And it's not gassy smelling, I don't think. maybe a little bit. When he had said that it hadn't run in 2 years, that didn't bother me. What did bother me is when I got there, we went down into his creepy basement and pulled it out of this really moldy room. It was just totally disheveled. And you know, I'm thinking of like electronic components in a musty, damp basement for 2 years. But we're taking a chance, I guess. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is not even check the spark. I'm just going to put a little... Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, because we have the hole where the air filter goes in. Okay, hang on a sec. Alright, you can see it, we stuck the stem to hold on the air filter back in so there isn't a hole in the bottom of the carb. We got a light hitched up, drop light, and hopefully it's on. So we'll see if anything happens there. This run choke is, I don't know which way it's supposed to go. Let's see if it pops off or whatever. Did you see that? Did you see that? That was glorious. Light came on, so the generator part works and the engine part works. And you could feel it like it wanted to go almost right away. What to do next? It's like I'd almost like to try it off the gas that's in there because it has a filter. But do I dare? Yeah, I do dare. Why not? I'm trying to get this valve right here loosened up. I think they actually had it off, which is very surprising. Oop. That's not good. I think I'm going to take this off and see if any gas is coming out of it. Alright, now I'm starting to wonder if it is open. Because like turning this, since it was all the way open already, when I turned it broke, and it broke because it was already open. I just thought it was closed because there is gas in the fuel filter. So I'm going to see if I can run it again. And meanwhile, the choke and run is loosened up. I'll put it on choke and see what happens. Now the speed of this thing is ruled by a governor. As far as I know, I don't think there's any speed on it. This is the mechanism here, and I have no idea how that's really supposed to work. I have no idea how it's supposed to work. And we'll help it along. Prime it. Put it on run. Put it on choke. Run. So I would say it's running off the gas I'm putting in there, but not off what should be coming through the fuel system. Okay, took that clamp off there. We'll put a little mystery oil around the rubber because sometimes it slightly reconditions the rubber. And we'll give a little help with this rag so it doesn't tear it to shreds. Of course, how am I going to shut it off? I don't know. Coming off. Oh yes, you're coming off. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, what's coming out of this? Oh. Orange gas. That means maybe they put stable or something in there. But it is flowing. I kind of destroyed the end of this. I think I can cut that off. How am I going to turn this off? Oh, that's not stable, that's rust. I think we gotta drain the tank. Yeah, I got it to stop with the vice grips, because it finally came loose. So it stops, and this is what we got. A lemonade. Looks like crap. Look at that. There's definitely water on the bottom. So guess what? That water's in the carb. Look at all that. Yeah, worst gas ever. That's for sure. And there's a lot of it in here. That's a problem. And some people are fans of these things. They're like, you know, instead of needing a screwdriver, you got these. But I have two of them here. I can totally get rid of this valve and just put in a plastic one. I got one. And we got some mystery oil on these screws. You can't get to the bottoms of them, just the tops, unfortunately, so they might snap. So I'm gonna let them soak a little bit, and take the whole damn gas tank off. So I've been trying to guess how old this thing is. I was thinking like 70s or something, but there's the code right there. Read it on the side of the shroud, and I believe you take that 1, 2, 3, the fourth set of numbers, and the 90, I think that means it's a 90, 1990, or maybe it's the 01. I don't think it's that new, but I know the 12 at the beginning there is the cubic displacement, which makes it a 5-horse. Which it already says 5-horse. There is a house in New Orleans. No, there is this jet down here, and I believe I can drain the bowl if I take that out of there. Let's get this piece off. Remove bitter nib. Remember that ad? I was hoping that filter would just drain out, but maybe if we gave it some air. Of course, I like to preserve gas lines a little longer than their life, so I don't have to go get new gas lines. Yeah, that's not really draining. But right now, I'm thinking of removing this jet, getting the crap out of the bowl, and still taking off the gas tank. These are little eeny weeny 5/16thers. And I don't have my sockets out at the moment that are this small, but in a way I want to take them slow. Don't need any extra work. Well, actually this is extra work. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. They're all coming out nice. So, kind of the reason I really wanted a generator, I've been looking for a freebie for a long time, is last winter we had the electricity go out for 3 days. It was widespread outage, and of course the Eversource, is that who it is now? Couldn't get to everybody because of course they're understaffed, they don't want to pay it. They did the biggest places first, of course. So 3 days go by. We finally see the Eversource truck. 10 minutes later our lights are on. It took them 10 minutes to fix the problem in this neighborhood. And no, it didn't link to anything else because it was only this neighborhood that was out. Everybody else had electricity. So, look at that. Stop whining, we have progress here. But to add more to that story, so I got out my little tailgater, which I had running perfect, which I drained the gas out of. I put a little gas in it, would not start. Of course, I had no lights to like work on it inside because it was freezing outside. Couldn't use it. Found out later that the gas inlet, the petcock that sticks up into the tank, sits up about that high rather than flush with the tank. So that you need gas that high in order for the thing to even run. And that actually cannot be modified. So you gotta give it a full tank. It really pissed me off when I found out it was working fine. It was just that you gotta fill the tank. Alright, we've been in here before, but I want to take off this bracket here. There's already one screw missing. I'll try to find another one later, and I probably will try to modify this too since I broke it. So we'll get that bracket off and we'll be able to pull the whole gas tank out. You can see with the drought, I have a beach. I rake the rocks up like every damn day. But the water's down at least 3 feet at this point. Docks are almost necessary. The boats are like about in an inch of water. And here comes my neighbors on their new jet ski. They're on it like 24/7 pretty much. There's about 6 jet skis on the pond. I wish I had one. Yeah, gas tank is off. And we got a better look at everything. You know, if that gas tank was complete trash, we could put one of the old snowblower gas tanks on it, a nice plastic one. Won't hold as much, but would work. Yeah, it's nice that you can see everything now. It's approaching noontime, sun comes up high. It's a beautiful day. I mean, we had a 3-week 95 degree to 100 degrees weather every day. It's drought. The grass is cooked. Everybody's cooked, and now we've had some beautiful days. But still, the sun's hot. I might wait till like 2 this afternoon where I'll be in the shade here. Okay, we got the gas tank up on the stand. Gas line's coming down. Figured I'd try to do one more thing before I get out of the sun. We got something here called a Mr. Funnel. It filters all sorts of stuff. Does it say rust? Diesel, kerosene, non-stick stainless. Remove water from fuel, which it definitely does. Will it remove rust? It doesn't say so. Okay, but let's we got it draining down into this cup that's clean, and let's see what it does. You can see that green part in there is a filter, and they say, yeah, you don't even have to clean it. Just let the gas go in there and the microfibers, etc. The water won't pass through that mesh, but I don't know about the rust. It also has to get up to a certain point, as you can see down there. Maybe you can't see, but it takes a little bit, so we'll see what comes out down there. I stick my finger in the top of the tank and wipe it around the edge, and it's rusty. It's still orange. And pretty cloudy. I'm going to take what little air we got left in the tank and blow some crap off of it. I got a rag over the carb. Okay. I was thinking there might have been a nut. You could take the whole thing out. These are kind of weird, if I remember right. It's got a long jet that comes all the way up here, and to take off the bowl you have to take this out first. But what we want to do right now is drain the gas with this, and I was hoping just to take the nut off and slip the whole thing out, but it looks like I'm gonna have to take this screw out, and hopefully that's enough to drain the bowl. I hope. Make it a lot easier, then you don't have to break gaskets and stuff like that. Okay, so first we want to see how many turns it is in before we turn it out. Oh, that thing is frozen. Oh, well. Ow, Jesus. That thing is frozen up good. See if we can loosen it up with the pliers. Yeah. About the same spot. Now I'll try the screwdriver. Really awkward place. Get in there. Okay, that was like bottomed out, it seems like. Okay. Get it by hand now. We got this glass kind of clean. Let's see what comes out of it. Spiders like crawling all over this thing. Guess I gotta find a new home. Okay. Wow. Maybe I was lying about that tube. Maybe this doesn't have one. Okay, that's what I got. This jet. That washer on that spring. We got the kind of rocked back right now. Maybe if we take the block out, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Move the camera down. And there's nothing coming out of there. Can you see that? Let's put some gas in here. We'll see if putting gas in the hose makes it come out that hole. Okay. Yeah, this line is full. Might mean the float is completely stuck. Wake up in there. Okay, I think with that, I think I will take a break now. I'm getting sticky. So that's full of gas, that hose. I actually put a few drops of Marvel Mystery Oil in there. And I'm wondering if they're going to possibly work their way in and loosen things up a little bit. One more thing before break. Let's take out this plug. I bet it's the original plug. Well, it kind of looks like a newer one, but once again, I don't really know the age of this thing. It's black. Okay, let's put some Marvel Mystery Oil down there to loosen junk up and make it smoke like hell when it starts again. You know, I've been thinking about that glove that was in here. I threw it way the hell over here. And yes, you know what it is? It's a right-hand glove. And you know why I had a right-hand glove? Because it was hard to start. To pull it so many times that he wanted a glove handy. So that's not a good thing. Alright, we're back from our lunch and our break and stuff. The sun's still on us, but it's not bad. So I filled up the air tank again and I sprayed a shot of air down here. Seemed like it was blocked. Shot some up here. Seemed like it was blocked. The linkage does not work. I got some lube on it. Hopefully it'll work its way in. And like I said, I really don't know how it works, what it's supposed to be. I mean, it's crazy looking to me. And what do we got here? Yeah, an O-ring just sitting right there. Yep, we know where that goes, right in that needle. That O-ring is a little bit of a tight fit. It's not loose on there, but it's got to be where it goes. I'm going to put it back on. It was turned in all the way, or seemed like it was all the way, and we just bottomed it out and turned it out a turn and a half. Then we're going to fill this up with gas and we'll see if we can get it to run. We'll probably be squirting gas in here to keep it going, but I just want it to run a little more. Okay, we put a little gas in here and a little gas in the tube. Choke on. that carb, at least turn down the throttle. Yeah, my pet wasps don't seem to like what's going on. See that nest up there? Look at the size of that. No, I haven't killed them. I don't like killing them, but I'm right here. Alright, I pulled off this hose, and it's kind of gunky, as you can still kind of see right there. I sprayed some PB Blaster in there. Still put some PB Blaster on the linkage and stuff. You can kind of see things moving a little bit here. Try moving these shafts. Yeah, they just sit still. But I'm also kind of thinking, although you should be able to move this thing around, that it probably starts, you know, somewhat open, and then the governor shuts it down. But it is totally frozen. I got this screw out. It looks definitely like an air screw because of the tip. Don't want to drop it. We took it out of here, and it was just like, I didn't even try to screw it in, I just screwed it out and it fell right out. I loosened up these top two screws, and they're pretty sticky. And I want to try to save whatever gasket is there. And sometimes I find if you loosen it up, you can get lube in there. And it'll save the gasket. Sometimes not. Like I said, I don't know jack shit about these carburetors. They're scary. Well, okay, just kind of lean to the left here. You can see the linkage is right there. It looks like it has a spring on it, so we gotta undo the spring. We'll try to free it up. Okay, I've got it like sitting, just resting there, in case you didn't know what I meant about the spring. See that spring wrapped around there? It comes up and it wraps. It looks like it just hooks over this arm. It's probably supposed to go through a hole, but I think it's there to for idling purposes, governor purposes, so it doesn't. It kind of kills the surging. That's what I'm trying to say. I can get this carburetor out just by angling it, but I got to get that spring off first. So that's what I'm going to do. And there it is, sports fans. You can see that's the butterfly. And it's just frozen in place. Yeah. Okay. Be fun to pop these and take a look in the bowl. I'm sure that's going to be a nightmare in there.
I heard